Hey guys, and today I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can use Lego to do printing. You will need Lego in different shapes and sizes, coloured paper, and a variety of coloured paints. So the first activity that I'm going to show you is this one on the brown paper, and I'm just simply going to stick to one colour, so black for this one, and I'm going to create a castle design. You just want to dunk the pieces of Lego into the black paint and just stamp them onto the paper, but rather than just printing any random shapes, it's quite nice to be able to build a picture. So I'm using my 3x2 pieces of Lego to create the stone wall of my castle, and then the 2x2 square blocks to create an archway, so it's going to be the door to my castle. And then I'm going to create some turrets later on and use some other pieces of Lego to create some details on the door. This is one of those activities that you can teach during this crazy pandemic whilst there's home learning happening, as Lego is a common favourite amongst children for their toys. You could also extend this activity rather than just a printing art activity into a maths activity as well. So for example, give them instructions, so say that your picture must include a door made out of 14 2x2 Lego squares like I've done on here, and that the tallest point of your castle must be limited to 10 blocks of 2x2 Lego pieces, for example. This second activity is also maths related in the way it's symmetrical, but it's also more colourful and it makes me personally think of pop art. This activity is based on the idea of landmarks. So for this one, I was looking at London Tower Bridge. So that's what I've tried to recreate out of Lego blocks. This time I decided to paint my Lego block. I know I said earlier that you didn't need paintbrushes, which you don't. It's just that my yellow patch of paint wasn't very big, so it wouldn't have been enough room for me to dunk in my Lego block. I just formed my towers for the bridge and a little road across, and then used the narrower pieces of Lego to create the steel pieces coming down on Tower Bridge. Then I also used the other side of my Lego, so the ones with the round bits on them. I used these so I could create some skyscrapers. So I did lots of different colours, but obviously if you wanted to, you could just stick to yellow so it looked like the lights in a tower block at night. Hence why I used black paper so it looked like a nighttime picture. Try and remember which Lego pieces you have used for each section, because you'll need to use the same piece below on the other half of the paper so you can make a symmetrical copy. If you are doing this at school, then you could use one of the mirrors that you have for maths, but otherwise you could draw a line of symmetry where your symmetry line is going to be. My symmetry line is at the base of the tower on the bridge, because this is where the water would be on the Thames. When you've finished doing your symmetrical copy, you can then move on to doing your water. So for this, I just used a larger piece of Lego, covered it in blue paint, and then printed this over the top of my copy that I've just done of my, basically it's going to be my reflection in the water. Cover the bottom half of your picture with this blue print, and it just gives the impression that it's within the water. A very simple activity, but now just requires the Lego being washed up and the paint drying. I hope that you found this video helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. I do art lessons on a Monday for children and other art related videos on a Thursday. See you next week for more Art with Miss Burford.